Hello and welcome to this new video for me. Today I played against Víctor Medina. Yes, he is currently the best player in the world because he has the most championship points, at least in the time I'm recording this. His season was so crazy so far. He made finals of LAIC, he made finals in the regional, he made top 8, top 32 and top 64 in regional. So his worst placement is top 64, and even in that top 64 he went 8-3, which is a crazy record, and that's why he currently is the best player in the world. And I am using a very cool team today. As you know, this is Regulation G content. Also, Happy New Year to everyone. And basically, I'm using the team Hara used to get to top 16 in Worlds with. I think it's the best placing Terapagos team, not 100% sure. He had a 10-1 Swiss record, and the team speaks for itself. You will see it in a little bit. Hara also won Japan Nationals last year, so a phenomenal player, and I trust his team building skills, so that's why I wanted to test out that team myself. I never used Terapagos before, but I think it can be pretty strong. But let's take a look into the team first. Here we are, and the team doesn't look particular spectacular, I think. It's Jungle Bros. If someone refers you a team with Jungle Bros, it's meant the 3 Pokemon Incineroar, Rillaboom, and Urshifu are meant. It's just a really strong Firewater Grass core. You have double Fake Out together with Unseen Fist. That's just really strong. People call it Jungle Bros because all of 3 of them can appear in the jungle. I don't know, but I thought I just let you know. I don't use that term myself, but I wanted to let you know. So first of all, we have Rocky, Helmet, and Incineroar. The most common set is Safety Goggles, just to make sure that Amoonguss is not a big threat. But we've got Rillaboom, we've got Ogapon, so it's fine to drop it. And Rocky Helmet is just so good against Urshifu. Rapid Strike, for example, one of Incineroar's main problems is Urshifu. And if they go for Surging Strikes, they do 50% recoil to themselves. And that is great. And you can also break a Focus Sash from Champow if it wants to Sacred Sword you. You can break a Urshifu Single Strike Focus Sash. So in general, there are a lot of contact moves. Also, if opposing Incineroar wants to Fake Out you, or Rillaboom wants to use Fake Out on you, they take recoil. So you punish that. We have Will-O-Wisp on this set, which makes a lot of sense because that team otherwise would struggle into Zamazenta. But Terra Ghost Incineroar with Will-O-Wisp can burn the Zamazenta, and then it's not a big problem anymore. That's why we are also having a lot of physical defense investment. This allows us to survive an Adamant Surging Strikes from Urshifu. Most likely it's a 14% chance, 14, that it KOs us. If you drop one more defense, so if you play 180 Impulse, for example, I think it was a 69% chance. So, and if you go full first step, 252, 252, it's still a 14% chance. That's basically how multi-hits work. Their damage formula is a little different, so you can check out yourself, but that's why I thought this is a good place to stop, because I also wanted to have some speed, because we have Icy Wind and Thunder Wave from Fluttermane, and with 86 speed we are able to outspeed max speed Modest Raging Ball when they are -1. So if we get an Icy Wind off, we can also use Parting Shot on them before they move. Also works against Timid Pelipper, because Timid Pelipper has 128 speed, and if they drop to -1, they have 85, and that's why we have 86. Also helps against other Instant, and then I put the remaining 20 into special defense. Really cool Instant set. I like it a lot. Next up, we've got Urshifu Rapid Strike, and I was not quite sure how to EV it, because it's Terra Poison, so it's most likely to be a little more defensive, but I thought, at first I played 140 speed. 140 speed allows you to outspeed Smeargle max speed and just one hit KO it. You also outspeed Timid max speed Raging Bolt just with 75 base speed mons with max speed and boosting nature. But then on second hand, I thought maybe it is important to outspeed Calyrex Shadow when they are -1. We obviously have Terapagos, we've also got Incin, but if they have something next to the Calyrex Shadow that can threaten the Terapagos, it's not great. So if we get an Icy Wind off on the Shadow Rider and they are no cover cloak, I really want the Urshifu to outspeed those. And for that, you need max speed, because -1 Calyrex Shadow is 148. That's why I decided to play 149, and I really wanted to max out Urshifu damage, so that's why I'm running max attack. Not a fancy spread, I know, but I think to get back into Regulation G, I should start playing not too fancy spreads and go with comfort first. Next up, we've got Rillaboom, and Rillaboom was a little harder to EV. I wanted to make sure that we outspeed -1 Landorus Eye, so that we can KO with Icy Wind Woodhammer combination, and we also outspeed Timid Ursaluna Blood Moon. We have only 36 EVs in attack. I thought with Terra Grass, there are two options. You either heavily invest into attack to make sure that your Rillaboom KOs pretty much everything, or you drop attack and say you have Terra Grass anyways to boost up the damage, and therefore you can run more bulk, because with this spread, I think we always survive a Terra Normal Blood Moon from Ursaluna Blood Moon, as well as a Draco Meteor from Miraidon. You can also, if you play like max special defense, you can also survive a Helping Hand Draco Meteor. You can still run Adamant. I don't know what the exact spread was, but it was like max HP and 236 special defense to make sure that you survive a timid Helping Hand Draco Meteor if your opponent leads Miraidon, Fariga, for example. But I think this spread should work for now. First bump in attack. Terra Grass is something you usually don't see on AV Rilla, but it is really cool to boost up your Grassy Glide as well as your Woodhammer. Next up, we've got Fluttermane, and Fluttermane was also a little harder to EV, especially with this moveset. I thought I wanted to make it not mix speed, because opposing Fluttermane is not a big threat, but I still wanted to make it faster than Adamant Chiempao, because Adamant Chiempao has 187 speed, and let's say we switch Fluttermane out and then we switch it back in again, then we are still faster than Chiempao. I put a little bit of extra points in it, because there's also Roaring Moon. We saw it in the last video that max speed Roaring Moon is a thing. So max speed Roaring Moon has 188 speed, and then maybe some other Fluttermane play 189, and that's why I'm playing 190. 190 also makes sure that you outspeed Adamant or modest base 90 speed Pokemon in Tailwind. For example, Kyogre has 90 base speed. If they are modest max speed, they have 142 speed, and then in Tailwind they have 284, and this spread has 285, so that is pretty cool, but you still have enough bulk to probably survive the Searching Strikes from Urshifu, as well as you survive Adamant Icicle Crash, I think it was, from Chiempao, and you survive Jolly Terra Stellar Sucker Punch from Chiempao as well. Phenomenal spread in my opinion. You can make the calcs yourself. You will be impressed how good this Fluttermane spread is. I think it should work. Next up, we've got Terapagos, and with Terapagos, I messed up a little bit. I used this spread, or I will use this spread because I already got the team ready. We will play in 10 minutes, so there's no point in changing it. But what did I mess up? So first, the speed is good. 120 speed makes sure you outspeed Modest Pelipper as well as Pokemon that are crapped onto it, because Modest Pelipper has 117, so something like Rillaboom might play 118, and then you have 120, but it also makes sure that you outspeed these Pokemon at -1 speed, because we have Icy Wind Fluttermane. You outspeed Ogapon. All forms have 178, and if they drop to -1, they have 108. 118, I think. But that's why some Pokemon run 119. But Focus Sash Tornadus, for example, has also 179 speed with -1, 119 speed. And then you can double up onto them with Icy Wind and Terra Starstorm. We are running Substitute, which is pretty good into Amoonguss. And in general, since we don't have Covered Cloak, you also block Fake Out with it. And you don't need a coverage move. Earth Power is nice. But Terra Starstorm, Core Might Substitute Protect is just a really good set with double Fake Out and redirection support from Ogerpon. And we have the first bump in special attack if we Terra. So it's not a bump in the base form, but if we Terra, it is a bump. And it also makes sure that you get certain KOs. But what I wanted to say is that you have to take a look on how you want to EV both Terapagos in the base form, like this is the base form, I don't mean the baby form, but this form, as well as the terrestrialized form. This is called terrestrial form, and the other one is called Terapagos. I don't know what the other form is called, but you have to make sure that you check both. And then you play an HP number that is the lowest possible with the highest leftovers recovery. So you need a number that is dividable by 16, which is 192. But because you have Substitute, you want to play 1 HP more, so you play 193, so you can get one more sub up. If you play 192, your sub will have exactly 192 divided by 4 is 48. So your sub will have 48 HP, and you will recover 16 HP, 13 HP? No, 12 HP every turn. So 48, 12, 12, 12, and then you basically gain nothing. But with that, you can get one more substitute off, if you understand what I mean. So you should run 180 HP, because if you Terra, you have such a high base HP that it makes more sense to invest it into defense, because that will make your Terapagos way bulkier on the physical side. And if you only have 3 more HP, it doesn't make the Terapagos more bulky on the special side. It does not really matter. So I think the best spread is 180 HP and 132 defense. But I was running, or I will be running, 212 HP and 100 defense. Also works, but as long as this, how do I say it? The lowest number dividable by 16 plus 1 in both Terapagos forms. Okay? I hope I made it clear. Let me check. Wait, Terapagos, what's the other form called? Terapagos Stellar, right? Now I deleted the set altogether. I just wanted to check if my 180 HP invest works for my formula as well. It does. Right? It does, yeah. 160, 240, 256. So this definitely works, because this is not an extra leftovers recovery. And then, as I said, you have more bulk on the physical defense. I deleted the set now, but you will find the paste in the description below. You will find the paste I used against Victor, but you can change it if you want. And last, we've got Ogerpon. This Ogerpon is able to survive a Draco Meteor from Miraidon in grassy terrain. I think this is really important, because Miraidon looks so scary into the team. It's still a roll from Timid Max special attack, but the roll is in your favor. We are running 170 speed to outspeed Landorus and Pokemon that are crept onto Landorus, because Landorus had 168. Some Pokemon might run 169, and that's why we are running 170. Also, the special defense helps into Raging Bolt, Carrack, Shadow Rider. I could name them every time, but against all special attackers it helps. And we're running only 28 attack. I wish we could have more attack, but this Ogerpon is more of a supporter than a damage dealer. Overall, I think it's a really good team, with a lot of interesting tags. For example, the Terra Poison on the Urshifu Rapid Strike, as well as the Substitute Terapagos. How will I do against Victor? Let's take a look. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, wait. Okay, never mind. It's okay, it's okay. See, he said wait, because he didn't send me a sheet, but he said just Utah team. Okay, I gotta open it. Utah Ishigaki. Okay, Choice Scarf Landorus, Terra Water, Urshifu, Iron Valiant with Anchor, which is a little annoying for our Terapagos. First time I'm playing Terapagos, by the way. I gotta say that I think Mungus is a little annoying since we don't have goggles on our Incineroar. We have Ogre Pomvo, but he has Rain. Terra Fire Mungus is also just a little annoying. Terra Grass, Calyrex, Ice. Urshifu looks really good, but there's the Rocky Helmet Amungus, obviously. Incineroar with Will-O-Wisp is also pretty cool. We are physically defensive, but the Urshifu is a little annoying. In general, I think our matchup is kind of bad. But we have Substitute on Terapagos as well. Why should we not just lead Terapagos Incin? What's bad against that? The Terapagos Valiant going for Anchor, but that's fine because we can just Parting Shot into Rillaboom. And then we bring Ogapon Halflame. I think Fluttermane is also nice, but I think these four should work together pretty well. Calyrex Ice is a little annoying with the current comp, but it's fine. Yeah, he sent me the OTS. Yeah, it's just the one-to-one Utah team. Kind of a nightmare because I lost against the Utah team in Worlds top 4 for those who remember. Okay, it's Calyrex Ice Pelipper though. Okay. I kind of want to set up a Core Mind immediately. He has White Guard, and that is annoying. That is hella annoying. Not gonna lie. But he does not have Protect, and he also does not have Terra Ghost available. So I could go for Fake Out Core Mind. Terapagos. I also have Will-O-Wisp, right? So I could go for Terra Core Mind, but then I use my Terra already. I should KO the Pelipper with +1 Terra Starstorm, right? With Baby Starstorm. Right, I do. So I can go for Core Mind, and I don't think he goes... I can go for Core Mind Fake Out, and then Starstorm and Willow or something. Yeah, I don't think he goes for Helping Hand, honestly. So Core Mind Fake Out. Yeah, he will probably go for Trick Room. Trick Room Weather Ball is what I'm expecting here. So his Pelipper will flinch. I don't know how slow his Pelipper is. My Instant does not have speed. So I assume my Instant is slower. If my Instant was slower, I could just burn the Calyrex here with Will-O-Wisp. I could lose Instant in the meantime, but I can just go for Terra Starstorm and Will-O-Wisp into the Calyrex. Is my Instant slower? Or Parting Shot is actually better. Parting Shotting the Pelipper. No, actually... I will go for Baby Starstorm and Will-O-Wisp. Glacial Lance, and now it comes down. I think my Instant should be slower. Unless he has 0 speed Pelipper. Should have went for Terra. If I Terra'd my Terapagos, he would have lost the Rain. But that's fine, I think. It's not really fine. Is it? Rillaboom. This crit did not matter at all. Rillaboom against Ice Rider. Yeah, Glacial Lance KOs my Rillaboom. But Terapagos has pretty good health now. Trick Room is up. So he doesn't go to Landorus here. Maybe he goes to Urshifu. But I can go to Ogapon. He goes to Urshifu. Going Rillaboom would have been better, but it's alright, I think. Here go for Glacial Lands, Searching Strikes. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 3. I can go for Follow Me Baby Starstorm and then play a 50. Yeah, I think I have to do that. But I'm Terra Grass Rillaboom without defense investment now really sucks. Do I survive another one? He even goes for close combat, okay. That's interesting. But it makes sense. Yeah, no, this looks over. What's his last? It's gotta be Among Us. Do I have a way to win this? If Terapagos survives another move, I have a chance. Without Terra Shell, but I can survive, but it's not very likely. And he did not take the Kelly Ice? What? What? Okay, so that's interesting. My thought process is that he takes Kelly Ice to get Among Us and then just go for Rage Powder Glacial Lands, but to my surprise, he did not take the Calyrex. Okay, wait. If I just doubled the Calyrex there with Fake Out Terra Starstorm, I KO the Calyrex. We have one more turn of Trick Room. Both my Pokemon outspeed Urshifu. And I just... If Among Us is the last... I guess Among Us was his last, and then he can go for Spore Close Combat into my Terapagos, and I cannot deny that. Yeah. So, what did I need to do there? I think I had to fake out the Calyrex Ice and go for Terra Starstorm. So that if I Terra, I remove my Grassy Terrain. So I'm not allowed to do that, but I have to get the Calyrex low. So I go for fake out into Calyrex and Call Mind. Right, and then next turn... I can still not go for Grassy Glide, Terra Starstorm. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I cannot go for Grassy Glide, Terra Starstorm, because if I go for Terra, I remove my own Grassy Terrain. So that doesn't work out. So, yeah, he made a risk-free play. Pelipper Calyrex Ice, okay. I could lead with Urshifu, but the Among Us is just so annoying. Ogapon in the lead works as well, I feel like. I could lead Ogapon Terapagos. Works fine into pretty much everything. I want Instant just for Rocky Helmet, and Will-O-Wisp onto Calyrex Ice can be good, Fake Out and everything. And I think it has to be Rillaboom to get rid of Urshifu. But my own Urshifu is also good. I don't know how to deal with this Among Us. Because if I lead, why I'm currently considering leading Terapagos with Ogapon is that I can just double up into the Pally slot. So I will try that with a double Fake Out Core in the back. I think that should work out. It's a little annoying if he leads with Landorus Pelipper, because then he can go for Helping Hand Sandsea Storm, I think. But I can switch to Rillaboom. His turn too, that he was faster with Pelipper. It's a huge info. Okay, it's Urshifu Calyrex. That's fine. Yeah, that is very fine. I really want to Horn Leech with Urshifu. Half Flame. Rapid Strike. Yeah, which slot is he going to Surging Strikes? I think this should work out. Because if he Surging Strikes with Incin, he dies, and then I can Terra my Terapagos more freely. He could switch Urshifu into Pelipper. Okay, he stays. That's good. That means he just attacks with both, right? He doesn't give me a free Core Mind. He switches to Pelipper there. And does he Surging Strikes my Ogerpon? Possible. Not super unlikely, but... Okay, that means he Surging Strikes my Ogerpon. Ah, should have doubled the Urshifu. It's fine. Is it? Good question. Because we don't... I don't have a lot of attack investment on my Rillaboom. Against Pelipper, does it Woodhammer KO? Terra Grass Woodhammer? Yeah. Good play. Terra Grass Woodhammer KOs Pelipper. I could also go to Terapagos and go for a baby Starstorm into Pelipper, but I think going Rillaboom here is actually better. And I will also use Parting Shot on the same slot. Because Amoonguss could come in there, and then next turn I can Grassy Glide the Urshifu and use Substitute with my Terapagos. Yeah. I'm so convinced that the last is Amoonguss. Because Amoonguss is just so good into the team. And that's why he also wanted to remove Ogerpon early on. He goes to Calyrex on that slot? Man. I could have knocked, I could have Willowed. And now I go for Parting Shot, which is not good. Oh, it's Valiant. Okay. This Woodhammer KO. Depends on... Okay, based on... There's a calc spread. Utah's World's Valiant. I have a 43% chance to KO this Iron Valiant. And I need to KO it now. Okay. Because now, if he goes to Urshifu, I can use Grassy Glide on Urshifu and Will-O-Wisp on Calyrex. As long as I connect my Will-O-Wisp, I should win the game. Do I have a better play? I could double up on the Calyrex with Yeah, where's Urshifu? I could double up on Calyrex with Woodhammer knockoff. This is a mind game. Whoever gets this turn right wins the game. Instant War into Valiant. Because Calyrex Ice dies to a double up of knockoff and Terragrass Woodhammer. Yeah, it does. Nice! Oh my god. And if I connect, I have to connect with Will-O-Wisp. Otherwise, Willow-Boom dies and I can still lose the game. Because he gets an attack boost immediately. Oh, he goes for... I know what he goes for. Trick Room. And then wins with Pelipper. Or tries to win with Pelipper. Okay. We connect. Do I have a play that guarantees me the win? Oh, he goes for Glacial Lance. Okay. Whew! Scary. And now I can just double up on the Pelly with Woodhammer knockoff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That worked. He did not bring Among Us. Do I want to center my game 3 plan around him not bringing Among Us? Because this game... Is it a wrap? Because Pelipper and Instant can still speed tie. But even if he wins with speed tie, he will die to Life Orb Recoil. And then it's a 1v1 and I can use Sub and Protect and just Terra Starstorm, Baby Terra Starstorm, so yeah. And I still have my Terra Shell, so I just go for Woodhammer into Pelipper, Knockoff into Pelipper. If he would have clicked Trick Room, I just next turn I go for Woodhammer into Pelipper and Parting Shot into Pelipper. Oh, he survives on 1. And now we find out, is it a speed tie? It is probably not. So what I wanted to say is that I double up on the Pelipper with Woodhammer and Parting Shot. If he goes for Weather Ball into Instant, I KO him with Woodhammer. And if he KOs my Pelipper, my Rillaboom with Hurricane, I get the Parting Shot off. And then I get Instant Terapagos on the field and fake out Terra Starstorm, KOs the Pelipper. And then it's just this 1v1 again, and he has to high horsepower, the Instant gets Rocky Helmet damage, and then it's a 1v1 between Terapagos and Calyrex Ice. So, yeah. He could have also used Aqua Jet on the turn where I Grassy Glided the Rillaboom, I know that. But I was just so sure that he will click Surging Strikes into my Instant, so yeah. Now we go to Terapagos, and to no surprise, it's just over. I just click Terra Starstorm knockoff. He surrenders. Okay. Game 3. So Urshifu looks insane into Calyrex Ice, Pelipper, Urshifu, Valiant. Also really good into Landorus. But where is this Among Us? Why every player brings Among Us against me? You know my biggest nightmare is Among Us. So really really rough. I really want to win this one. I'm currently 2-1 against Torviv or Victor. I will call him Victor from now on. And he's just a phenomenal player, so beating him would feel really great. Okay. I think I could with Ogapon I could bait the Terra on Among Us. So Ogapon is essential here. Does Ogapon one-shot Pelipper with a +1 Horn Leech? That's something I wanted to know because he's max HP. Why does this Horn Leech do nothing? Holy cow. Even Terra Horn Leech in grassy terrain is not nearly enough to KO. So my Horn Leech against Pelipper, I don't know if I'm missing something here. No, I am not. So Horn Leech against Pelipper does 36 to 43, which is pathetic. Sorry, Ogapon, but you are pathetic. I want to lead Terapagos again. I could bring Fluttermane and T-Wave stuff, but this lead is not great into Kelly Ice. I could bring Incin in the lead again. Because Incin is good into a lot, because I can also have a faster Parting Shot against the Pelipper. I need Ogapon, and then it's either Rillaboom or one of the other two. I bring Urshifu this time to have a water resist. I know having a second fake out and grassy terrain can be really good, but I feel like I get the Urshifu very low in the beginning. Having another spell immunity would have also been good for Among Us. I think I kind of tossed this by not bringing Rillaboom, but I wanted to be different. Okay, Landorus, Urshifu. Is that fine? Depends a little bit on... Does my Incineroar against Landorus... So here's Scarf. Oh my god, that Earth Power does way too much damage. He can just use Earth Power Surging Strikes into that. I wanted to KO the... So knock off Terra Starstorm KOs Landorus. But the problem is... as I said, that the Landorus can also Terra. I feel like this is the best play because I don't think he Terras Landorus here, and even if he does, yeah, this is me, and he will probably go for Surging Strikes into Instant, get a lot of recoil, and then I can pressure him with my Urshifu, especially if I win the speed type between our Urshifu. Surging Strikes onto that slot. That's okay, I guess. Well, we are in Earth Power range now. So I can try to go for Detect. Sandsear Storm Surging Strikes does not KO Instant, but he could go Terra Water. But then he gets so much recoil. And Landorus... I don't think he expects me to Detect. And I will go for Parting Shot onto Landorus. When I get Ogapon in, he Surging Strikes my Instant, Earth Powers my Urshifu. I can Horn Leech with Urshifu and Surging Strikes the Landorus. That's my plan. He does not Terra. He goes for Earth Power. Okay, he doubles that slot. That makes sense. Because now the play I wanted to make is not as easy to make anymore. I can go to Terapagos now. And I can go for Aqua Jet into Landorus and Terra Starstorm with Urshifu. That brings Urshifu in range for Ogapon, and that's all that matters. Yeah, I like this play. He goes Terra Water, but the double up should not KO my Terapagos, right? The Earth Power gets resisted by Terra Shell. I really hope it is not enough to KO my Terapagos. Because then I should have switched into Instant and used Surging Strikes onto Landorus. But my Terapagos is very bulky. Nah. Does this KO? It's a Terra Water Urshifu. No, not even close. Actually, it is kind of close, honestly. Yeah. Here's Terra Water, but he's also -1 attack. He should not KO me, right? With Aqua Jet. This is really important. Aqua Jet, Terra Water, -1, no Terra Shell. Does 36 max, so not a KO, and my Urshifu also does not get KO'd. So what I can do now is that I use Aqua Jet onto Urshifu and Terra Starstorm onto Landorus. Yeah, I like doing it that way. I could have also done it the other way, but I think it's more likely for him to switch Landorus than Urshifu. Cause, yeah, that's why. He needs Landorus for Ogerpon. Or does he switch both? Okay, nice. Okay. I'm just thinking. I don't want to lose this. His last is probably Pelipper. Or is it Amoonguss this time? I don't think it's Valiant. If it's Valiant now, I have a big problem. Okay, he switches immediately into Landorus. That is a bait. This is clearly a bait. I really want to Surging Strikes with Calyrex, not gonna lie. But what I can do is use Aqua Jet onto Landorus and sub. Because I get a sub off, right? So he does not get a KO here. Yeah. Oh, he does, okay. Does this tell me anything? Not really. He goes for Trick Room. Is Pelipper? Okay, I can get an Aqua Jet off on who? If I get the Aqua Jet off on Pelipper, I think that's better. Okay, 4 turns of Trick Room. Wait. Aqua Jet, Protect, go to Incin, Fake out Calyrex, Terra Starstorm, Pelipper. How much does the Terra Starstorm do? Terapagos against Pelipper, max HP, 66 to... Yeah, I have to get the Pelipper in range, so I Aqua Jet the Pelipper and Protect. He gets an attack boost. I know that. That's my Half Flame Survivor +1. Maybe I should have switched my Urshifu out. Well, I cannot. It's tough. Does my Half Flame survive a +1 Glacial Lance? It's a roll. If he has max attack, it's a 56.25% roll. Do I go Ogerpon first and go for Follow Me? Well, it's basically the same thing. I think I figured out a way to always win this. I could use Fake out Terra Starstorm on Pelipper, but I think 3 turns of Trick Room. I'm sorry that I'm not focusing on my commentary currently, but it's just there's so much stuff going on. When I'm focused, there's just no room for errors. Okay, so if something is going through my head, please let it go through my head. Okay, so I can go for Fake Out into Calyrex and Terra Starstorm into Pelipper. Yeah, Fake Out Calyrex, Terra Starstorm, Pelipper. He also cannot Terra anymore. He goes for Protect. That damage that I don't get here can actually matter quite a bit. So very well played here from Victor. But he goes for Weather Ball into Redstone. Okay, wait. This changes things. Can I still go for my 100% win play? Since Terra Starstorm always KOs the Pelipper here. Yeah. Well, is this 27 plus 43? Is this 70% or less? It should be. Yeah, so then I have a guaranteed, a 1000% guaranteed win. It doesn't matter, like, it's 2 turns, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter if he gets the KO or not. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he gets the KO or not, I think. Since I can switch to Ogerpon, I don't risk a critical hit by doing that. Yeah, I switch into Ogerpon, go for Protect. Actually, maybe I should have not protected. Actually, it's important to protect if he KOs my Ogerpon, because then I can go for Fake Out, Calm Mind, Terra Starstorm knockoff, and if he doesn't KO my Ogerpon, I go for Spiky Shield, Calm Mind, and then KO the Calyrex Ice by doing that. He goes for Glacial Lance. So it doesn't matter if he gets the KO here or not, because I always win the game. Let's see if he gets the KO. He does not get the KO, but now I can go for Spiky Shield. And I think the best play is to go for a Calm Mind, because I have to prevent him to get a second Trick Room up. Because if he goes for Protect now, he gets a second Trick Room up. But if I go for Spiky Shield, after a Calm Mind, I am able to KO him with Terra Starstorm, Ivy Cudgel. So yeah, Calm Mind. Okay, Victor, I'm giving you that. It is a good play from you. I'm giving you that, but I don't fall for this. And now I go for Ivy Cudgel Substitute. Yeah. Yeah. Ivy Cudgel Substitute. Could have also subbed the last turn, but now I can go for Ivy Cudgel. Terra Starstorm should KO him, but if it doesn't KO him, we can still lose. So Ivy Cudgel Substitute. He goes for Trick Room. He has to. And then I can go for Protect, Ivy Cudgel. Yeah. Okay, yeah, with Starstorm, we saw it last game, it did 50%, so... but I wanted to play 1000% safe. That's what my specialty is. I do not throw endgames, okay? I think I never threw an end... I rarely throw endgames, so... yeah. Now I go for Ivy Cudgel, Protect. Yeah, that's a guaranteed win. Now I just have to make sure I don't time out. It seems unnecessary for some of you, but as I said, if you have a 100% win path, no matter what happens, play it out, okay? Your opponent can blame you, but it's pretty cool that every week now we learn something new. That's also what was my goal, to make sure that you learn from these games. Because now we can go to Instant, we can go fake out and second call mine to 100% guarantee that we KO him. And he cannot break the substitute, so yeah. Fake out with Calyrex. Okay, not misclicking. Fake out with Calyrex and Core Mind. So if you find yourself in endgames like these, yeah, he cancels. It was over, and with that we win 2-1 against Victor. Really close set. I think I played it really well. He played it really well as well. So shoutouts to him. And yeah, thanks for the games to him. And let's head straight to the outro, I would say. Wow, what a set. We were able to win 2-1 against the best European player right now, and I'm really happy on how I played it. I'm still curious, what was his last Pokemon in that game 1? Because if it was Amoonguss, he always had a win. And since he used Protect on Urshifu, I think it was Amoonguss. But if it was Iron Valiant or Landorus Eye, I would have always won if I used Fake Out Terra Starstorm into Calyrex Ice. So I really hope it is Amoonguss. Even if not, he outplayed me there. And it was a good set from both of us. I think we played it both well. I had a really good matchup. The Orapon Half-Flame was really threatening, and the Terapagos and the Urshifu, especially in game 3, were able to do a lot of damage as well. So I think overall I'm pretty happy on how I played. I hope you enjoyed today's set. You can find the rental in the description below, as well as the paste, and let me know who I should play next. I have a ton of players I could play against. We played against Francesco Pardini, Victor Medina, and Aaron Zhang so far. So yeah, as I said, let me know down in the comments below, and I hope you have a good start into the new year, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.